Welcome back to VIP Access with me, Des. A founding member of the superhero team known as the Avengers, Thor came from the same Marvel Comics bullpen that gave rise to Iron Man, the Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Spider-Man. But it was the larger-than-life Thor that captured the attention of director Kenneth Branagh as a boy growing up in Belfast.
You all right?
Hammer? Hammer?
Yeah, we can tell you're hammered.
Jay, we have to take him to the hospital.
Father!
He's fine. Look at him.
I'm down! I know you can hear me. Open the Bifrost!
Hospital. You go. I'll stay.
You. What realm is this? Alfheim? Dornheim?
New Mexico?
You dare threaten me, Thor, with so puny a weapon?
The thing that really made me want to work on it was Ken's involvement. I mean, I thought it was such an interesting and unexpected idea to have Kenneth Branagh directing the Marvel Thor.
His background is his character in Shakespeare, and to come and do a huge blockbuster type film like this, I think was genius on their behalf.
So on the day, Chris, allow him to have his head facing here.
He's a phenomenal director. And I think it's because he's an actor, he comes from acting, so he comes up and says, what about this way or this way? I felt like I didn't do my homework.
He certainly inspired me. He gave me back my confidence. And I think that's what he does with everyone. But he never does it with malice. It's always getting the best out of people.
He's used to dealing with stories that are big stories, have big themes, and that's exactly what this is.
He disobeyed his king. His fate is in his own hands now.
I thought we can have a superhero movie where there's a real acting part there. There's a real change in the character from beginning to end. I wanted to do that, and I thought, I think I've got to about the stage where I think I can have a go at this, and I was very glad to be given the chance.
We'll return to the epic action adventure Thor after the break, but right now it's time to bring out a few exclusives in the scoop. Based on an acclaimed best-selling novel, Water for Elephants reunites Robert Pattinson with Reese Witherspoon, this time in a rather unusual setting.
Excuse me, sir, can we help you?
You know circuses?
1931. It was the Benzini brothers.
That's the most famous circus disaster of all time.
Circuses truly brought magic and the exotic to people who never saw it before. And I also think that people were not cynical in the 30s. I think they were open and sort of pure and gullible to what they saw and what they were told. They would believe in magic.
Who's the woman who works with the horses?
That ain't no woman. That's the boss's wife. She don't talk to nobody, and you don't talk to her.
I mean, it was a very interesting time to be a woman in the circus. There wasn't a lot of, first of all, there's no jobs in America, and there were no opportunities for education for women. So you had to be kind of tough. I kind of based it on that idea, and then also, she has this incredible vulnerability when she's around animals. She just has like a soft spot in her heart for these animals.
I'm just looking for work, sir.
I just felt like I had an immediate connection with it. I could see an image of myself in my head in that period. That's when I read the script.
The world's run on tricks. Everyone plays.
Working with somebody like Rob Pattinson is just, it's incredible to see somebody at sort of the precipice of a gigantic career and see him working so hard. And I think people are going to be really excited to see him playing a different character than his character in the Twilight movies.
We were all sort of going back to kind of old movie stars. There was just something really charismatic and magnetic about his presence on screen.
You must learn, my dear boy, that the rules of these United States of suckers do not apply to us.
I never thought of August as a bad guy. I just thought that he's a guy who sort of judges the actions in his life the wrong way. He also has the power to go dark without being obvious.
It's not so much that I have to go and dig for the inner beast. I follow the lead, and it'll take me there, I'm not worried. You break my law, you have to pay a penalty. You need to get off the train. Except we don't stop the train. We'll toss him. Wait!
I think what's interesting about the film is it's all about redemption, second choices, and second chances at love, at a new life of happiness. And I think, you know, you're never too old to have hope for something great in your life, you know?
Young, sweet, innocent, deadly. Some of the words we'll use to describe Hannah, the teenage assassin.
All you have to do is flip that switch. It tells Mr. Riegler where we are. Only you can get close enough. She won't stop until you're dead. Or she is.
Come and find me.
When Saoirse Ronan sent the script to me, it was she suggested me to direct it, and I was really intrigued by it. I loved the character of Hannah, you know, I mean, I think the character of Hannah was what really intrigued me.
Heller is a rogue asset. I propose we go in and pull him out. We need to keep this contained, gentlemen.
The first 30 pages of this were thrilling because I didn't know what was coming next, and I didn't even know what period it was set in. The mothering instinct is quite perverted, and the desire is taken to quite extremes in this film, which is, you know, was delicious to play.
You were half asleep. I read the script and realised that I'd be doing some, you know, very, very physical stuff with a 15-year-old girl in terms of the ability for us to hurt each other. But once I'd spent a couple of days training with Saoirse and saw how committed she was, and she'd really put in a lot of work in advance and worked very hard with Jeff Amata, our stunt coordinator. So once we got started, I wasn't concerned at all, really, and we really, really trusted each other.
I'll do better next time.
Tell me again.
Adapt or die.
Think on your feet.
Even when I'm sleeping.
I trained for a couple of months before we started the film. I worked out in the gym, and suddenly I had muscles everywhere. I just generally felt stronger. And I did weapons training and martial arts, of course, in order to do the fight scenes.
My name is Marcia Vader. You wanted to speak to me? It's okay.
The action stuff was great fun, but really this kind of coming-of-age journey that Hannah goes on and what she can show us about the world.
I tried to prepare you.
You didn't prepare me for this.
Wasn't objectified and wasn't a sexy type of character or cool in any way. She's not marketed as that type of person even. And I think we need more female characters like that.
Sometimes children are bad people too.
Did she turn out as you hoped?
Better.
Danny McBride and James Franco team up for an epic comedy adventure set in a fantastical world in Your Highness.
In a faraway land, there live two brothers. One brave and bold, the other not so much.
Woo! I like a movie that knows where to put the laughs. And I think rather than going for the easy way out, I wanted to go with the more complicated, the more sophisticated way. So as absurd as this movie seems, I promise you there are layers of intellect behind it.
Brother, I don't think you'll need that armor.
You may quest the way you like. I will quest the way I like. Here I come. Ow. This quest sucks.
The whole appeal of this movie was making a real legitimate fantasy film, a legitimate action film, and just, you know, finding the humor within it, you know, without trying to find the humor by just lampooning the genre.
With our huge muscles, we shall protect you.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? That didn't really go as planned.
It was a tricky movie to make because they did give us the budget of a comedy. And they said, if you can make a movie on this for this amount of money on this number of days, then you can do what you want. We'll leave you alone. Well, that was a really exciting prospect until we realized how big we wanted to make it, how many creatures we wanted to make, how magnificent I wanted the action set pieces to be. So we got really, really ambitious within those limitations, within those financial constraints. We really tried to push the envelope.
Why would anyone want to be with you?
I'm not sure, really. Oh, yeah. Perhaps because I'm rich, I live in a castle, and I can do magic.
To me, it's the approach and also couching it in this kind of movie, which is such, in scope, such a huge movie. just makes me laugh. There were times we would be on set and you just think, I can't believe we're getting away with making this movie.
You've got to suck out the venom. I don't want to suck it, you suck it. I can't reach you with my mouth. Courtney, suck the venom. I've never sucked it. Suck it.
Well, I know nobody will believe me, but honestly, David Gordon Green wanted me to sing badly. So I'm not saying I'm the best singer, but I'm not that bad.
He is pretty incredible. The moment you open up your mouth, I thought of Peebo Bryson. I was like, James is a dead ringer for Peebo Bryson.
Look, all I gotta say is I met Smokey Robinson on the plane today, and he came over and said he liked my work and I should keep up, being awesome, and we're gonna do something together. So.
That's the hope, is that we have something for everybody. I think for people going to look for a good love story, they got that. For people that want a good adventure story, they got that. People want a few laughs, they got that. And, if you gross out gags, puppets, and naked chicks, what more do you want?
We come to seek counsel.
Come, give me kisses.
Kiss him. Hell no.
For the quest.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
For more of those interviews, simply log onto our Facebook page at facebook.com/StarMoviesVIPAccess. After the break, we'll come back and sit down with the stellar cast and crew of Thor. Make sure you don't touch that dial.